Joffrey, Cersei, Ilan Payne, The Mountain, Beric Dondarrion, Thoros of Myr, The Red Woman, Tom Hanks, Anthony Joshua, Graham Norton.
Yay! I think playing an amazing villain is one of the hardest things in the world, to walk that line. I despised you and loved and thought you were just amazing at the same time. Have you met people, though, who really liked your character?
Yeah.
And what does that mean? What does that say about them?
They're really up.
What are you talking about? You told a stranger that you were alive?
Well, no, okay, one policeman knew.
What are you talking?
There's a story behind it in that I was driving back from my parents' house and I was driving too fast, actually. I was being a bit naughty. I was going over the speed limit.
Yeah.
And I feel the sirens go off behind me. And this policeman comes up, pulls me over, and I, a bit sheepish, I said, I'm really sorry, I wasn't looking at the clock. And he said, you do realise how fast you were going, and that's a bookable offence? And I said, yes, I'm very, very sorry, sir. And he said, look, there's two ways we could do this. You can either follow me back to the police station now and I book you in, or you can tell me whether you live in the next series of films. Yeah.
I love that he did that.
And I laughed, like you're all laughing, and his face was just...
Stone, yeah.
Yeah, and he said, I have to tell you, whether I take you into the police station depends on what your answer is. So I looked at him and went, I'm alive next season. And he says, mm-hmm. On your way, Lord Commander. He said, on your way, Lord Commander.
Unbelievable.
Keep the speed down this far south of the wall.
That's a great
Isn't
guy.
that brilliant?
That is a great guy.
Yeah.
One of the people who sadly didn't make it was, of course, your late husband, Khal Drogo.
Oh, yes.
Who actually, there's a whiff of Conan about
There
him.
we go. Well, yes, there is.
Yeah.
Yes.
And all the stuff with him seemed quite dark and brutal.
Yes.
But apparently there was some levity involved. He wasn't that
There was.
bad.
He's a funny man.
He doesn't look like a funny man.
He doesn't look funny, but he can be very funny. A little bit of whiskey and he's very funny.
Oh, really? Because apparently in the darkest scenes...
In the darkest scenes, yeah. So there was the lovely rape scene, where it happened kind of early on in season 1, and he tried to kind of...
People going, oh, God, I remember that.
Gorgeous. Yeah.
I think that's nervous laughter.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, obviously there's nudity, and you kind of, to try and like lighten the mood, not only was it a sex scene, but it was a kind of violent sex scene. So he decided to, for one of the scenes which was on his back and my face, he decided to not use a modesty sock, but use a beautiful pink fluffy sock. So getting that close up from me, looking petrified and just like I didn't want it to happen, was just lots of laughter.
It's acrylic!
Yeah, it's huge and it's pink and I don't know what to do.
Fans are not shy about their really intense feelings about your character,
Yes.
Queen Cersei. She is tough. I find some redeeming qualities in her myself, but fans, some of them really hate her, and they let you know that, don't they?
Yes, yes. They're not... I mean, I guess it's a compliment. You know, when you're buying a table and someone's like, you that bitch off...
It's a compliment.
People really do... But people get that mad at you?
Yes, or people say, I love her, and I kind of worry more for them.
She's everything I am in secret.
Yes.
I want to ask you, Isaac, something. You took a lot of anger. A lot of people on Twitter blamed you for Hodor's death. And that's why I sat the two of you together. I wanted a really awkward conversation. How did you feel about that? Twitter, they got mad. They were saying, hey, that's your fault.
Yeah, I woke up to a torrent of you brands and all sorts. I had to say, yeah, guys...
Isaac, if you're going to talk that way, you're not welcome here. I'm kidding. Christian, how did you interpret it? Did you interpret it that it was his fault?
Well,
Was there any bitterness towards Bran at all?
If you're talking to me or Hodor, it's two different things. I'm terribly bitter towards him, but Hodor, I don't think Hodor blames you.